Cooking is an art. And at first, when I started, there was a few items that I didn't know how to cook very well, but the rewarding feeling is that when I cook it and nothing comes back on the plate, I think I did a good job. It's picture perfect. The saying is, if it looks good, it must taste good.
I don't think any of this was really supposed to work out.
Yeah.
Like he opened and he just had an idea, and it was like, with that idea, he would kind of just went with it and just took it one step at a time. He didn't have a business plan. He didn't really have anything concrete. He kind of was just shooting from the hip. He was like, hey, let me just, everything was salvaged, repurposed in here. He kind of just worked with what we had,
What I like is that he himself hammered like every single thing you see in here. So he's a self-starter, and he doesn't rely on anybody else. He's very self-sufficient. And I think I admire that about him. He doesn't wait for anyone to do anything. He kind of says, you know what, I'm going to do it on my own.
I was working at Frost Bank. I was with Frost. I was making pretty good money. I want to get my 12th year. I want to try, because the thing about Frost is that they're a small business bank. So I started off as a teller, but then I went into personal banking, and then I ended up in the commercial real estate department. But along the line, whatever role I was doing, our Frost Bank is a small business bank. So we were working with small businesses. So working there at the bank, I was like, man, like I'd see these people coming in, opening bank accounts, starting new businesses, already existing small businesses, and I'm like, man, I'd like to see, I'd like to one day hopefully open a small business. And I'd be opening these accounts and stuff, and I'm like, man, I wish I was me on the other end of the desk, Yeah, very optimistic and stuff. Sometimes it didn't work out, sometimes they were very successful.
Like the barbecue grilled cheese, I told him to put it on the menu the first time. I was like, Dad, let's make it grilled cheese. You already have grilled cheese. I was like, let's put the barbecue in the grilled cheese. He's like, no. He's like, barbecue goes in tacos. It doesn't go in sandwich. I was like, but let's try it though. Think about it. I was like, cheese, barbacoa, like, it doesn't get more San Antonio than that, My main thing is like just focusing on the front, just like providing a good experience, being consistent with drinks, making sure the drinks go out the same all the time, making sure people enjoy their drinks. Like, I hate to make a drink and like for the drink to come back completely full, and I'm like, and they don't say anything. Customer didn't say anything. It's like they leave. My dad's been saying this since we opened. Like it, let us know. We'll make you something else, or we'll give you your money back. Like, we're not here to take your money. Put out like an inferior product. Like, we're here to just provide a good service. Ultimately, we're here to provide like a good coffee, good sandwiches for the neighborhood. Really, it could be me or neighborhood. 2014. I was like, I'll set your social media presence. So I went ahead and
You posted it back up.
created his page, I created his Instagram, I created his Facebook, I created a Google Plus page at the time, which didn't work.
It was a risk. At the same time, it was a very low risk. So I decided, hey, I leave the bank, I come and work here with you. He's like, all right, but it doesn't pay a whole lot. And back then, we weren't making anything. Like, we would open, and sometimes what we would make within a week, sometimes 2 weeks, we make like in an hour now, 30 now. That it's still kind of, we're still not quite where we want to be. But yeah, just like that, So it's like, I was making a little bit. So I'm, now where there's like some, we're stable. There's some stability there, and it's like we're comfortable. Everybody. I'm not telling people like there's no promotion, there's no. Like, we open our doors and we just hope for